Welcome. Today I will be paraphrasing, summarizing, and sharing for the December 30th Al-Anon readings in Courage to Change and a little time to myself. A little time for myself. We'll begin with the Serenity Prayer and 3 mindful breaths. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Begin with a little time for myself. I will take a moment to look over this page. The question of the day is, what changes am I resisting today? I think this is really an inspiring page. It begins by acknowledging that Al-Anon teaches us that change can be for the better and that we can change. Sometimes it only takes changing our attitude, and that makes a big difference. It talks about the challenges of rolling with changes in our daily lives, even when we think we're practicing it in our program. And then it wraps up by saying we can see changes as a positive or a negative. With every change, there is an opportunity for a positive outcome. And it's all up to us how we handled it, in a positive way or a negative way. Today's reminder reminds us that life is full of changes, and Al-Anon helps us to be flexible and just go with it. The quote is from Courage to Change, and it paraphrasing it, it says that with our program, we can be more comfortable with changes that happen in our lives. So what changes am I resisting today? What changes am I resisting today? That is a very good friend of mine. I'll have to call her right back. I'm not sure what changes I'm resisting today. I can't think of anything. I need to think more on this because I'm sure I'm resisting something. The only thing I can think of, which is going to sound really, really shallow, is that changes in my body as I get older. That's the only thing I can think of at this moment. And I'm trying to accept those as graciously as I can. I don't really think Yeah, I don't really think the changes are that big. I think they're mostly in my mind, and it's just silly. I kind of wish I hadn't even brought it up, but that's the only thing that came up for me when I thought of it. So just me being authentic and honest here, as always. What about you? What changes are you resisting today? Yeah, I still can't think of anything. I don't know. I don't know. Moving on. I'm going to take a minute to look this over. Huh. Huh. This is about keeping our serenity, gratitude, appreciation. So this starts off by saying when people do unpleasant things, it's up to us to not let us interfere with our peace of mind. And it may be helpful to determine if we aren't getting something out of, it says, accepting humiliation. It talks about playing the role of martyr for a long time and getting accustomed to blaming others. And and it says in some way benefiting from the pain, but in Al-Anon realizing that it's no longer worth it. And with program today, this person says that with the help of the program and their higher power, they don't have any identity around suffering, and that they're enjoying growing and living their life. Today's reminder says there's so much to appreciate, and feeling sorry for ourselves interferes with appreciation of all the things we have to be grateful for. The quote is from Martha Washington, and it says that our disposition, not circumstances, is what brings us happiness. Our disposition, not our circumstances. That's amazing. And I think as a teacher, we used to, everyone in my school used to always say, attitude is everything. And that's what this reading is saying. It's talking about choosing to see the positive, being grateful, being appreciative, and not focusing on possible old patterns or habits of falling into feeling like a victim. It's a really deep reading, as usual. We'll close out with the Serenity Prayer and 3 mindful breaths. Here we go. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Sending you love. Take care.